Billionaires live in a world much different than ours, a world of extravagant parties that we can hardly imagine, a world that is shrouded in secrecy and opulence, where the super rich revel in their wealth and power. As revealed by Ashley Mears in her book, Very Important People, this world is filled with peculiar rituals and extravagant displays of wealth, all in a bid for recognition and status. In this secretive society, there is a concept of girls. These are young, attractive women, often models, who are recruited by party promoters to attract the wealthy guests. These girls serve as a form of currency, granting access to exclusive events and social circles. They are the sparkling jewels that add allure to these extravagant gatherings. And then there's the spending. The super rich spend lavishly, not just for their own enjoyment, but as a spectator sport. Every bottle of champagne, every luxurious meal, every exclusive event is designed to be seen and admired by others. It's a grand performance of wealth and power where the size of one's bank account determines the applause. This spending, however, is not just about showing off. It's a tribal ritual of gifting and recognition, where the host gains status among peers. The more one spends, the higher their status. The industry surrounding this spending, from party promoters to luxury brands, capitalizes on the desire for recognition and the insecurity of the rich. It's a game where the rules are unwritten, but the stakes are incredibly high. But beneath the glitz and glamour, there's a darker side to this world. The excess and extravagance of the super rich are becoming increasingly taboo in a world where inequality is widening. The COVID-19 pandemic has further highlighted this divide, where the rich get richer while others suffer. In this world, status is everything and money is no object. But as the world changes, one can't help but wonder if the super rich will reconsider their extravagant rituals. Only time will tell. Ever wondered what it's like to be a fly on the wall in the world of the super rich? Paul Wheeler gives us a glimpse in Butler on Wheels. Imagine a world where you're not just a driver but a confidant, a childminder, and occasionally, a house butler. It's a world of glitz and glamour, but also of secrets and shadows. This is the world of Paul Wheeler, a trusted chauffeur for the super rich. In his book, Wheeler whisks us away on a journey through the secretive lives of billionaires. He shares tales of wild parties where inhibitions are thrown to the wind and extravagance is the order of the day. Imagine a world where the champagne flows like water and money is no object. It's a place where high-class escorts are taken on shopping sprees, where the price tag is irrelevant and the brand name is everything. But Wheeler's role extends far beyond just chauffeuring. He is often called upon to play different parts in this high-stakes play. One moment he's a childminder, the next a shoulder to cry on. He's privy to their most intimate secrets and is often the only one they can turn to in their most vulnerable moments. Yet, amidst the glitz and the glamour, there's a darker side. Wheeler talks of the emptiness that often accompanies this world of excess. There's a sense of isolation that comes with being the only one not swept up in the whirlwind of extravagance. He is a silent spectator, always present yet always overlooked, rendering him both necessary and unnecessary at the same time. In this world of billionaires, the lines between the personal and professional blur, and Wheeler becomes more than just a chauffeur. He becomes a part of their lives, a silent witness to their triumphs and their tragedies. So buckle up and join us on this wild ride as we delve deeper into the world of billionaires through the eyes of their trusted chauffeur. It's a world that can be exciting but also leaves you feeling empty and unnecessary at times. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected us all, even the super rich. But how has it impacted their extravagant partying? In this era of the pandemic, the world as we know it has changed dramatically, and the exclusive party circuit of the billionaires has not been spared. These are not your average neighborhood get-togethers. We're talking about the glitzy, glamorous, and notoriously extravagant parties where the super rich rub shoulders, showcasing their wealth and status. Yet with the onset of COVID-19, these parties, like many other social events, came to a screeching halt. The opulent mansions, yachts, and private islands, once buzzing with the glitz of the billionaire party circuit, fell eerily silent. Champagne bottles remained corked, and the legions of high-class escorts, VIPs, and celebrities were absent. The pandemic had breached even the highest walls of wealth and privilege. This pause in the billionaire party circuit has further highlighted the stark inequality that exists in our world today. In a time where many households are grappling with the economic fallout of the pandemic, the extravagant spending of the super rich has come under scrutiny. It's become increasingly taboo, a symbol of the widening chasm between the haves and the have-nots. The question that arises is whether this pause will lead to a deeper reflection among the billionaire class. Will they reconsider their extravagant rituals, or will they return to their old ways once the pandemic has passed? COVID-19 has been a great equalizer, revealing that no one is immune from global crises. The super rich, despite their wealth, have been affected, and their partying has been put on hold. But this pause presents an opportunity to rethink and reassess. Will the billionaires seize it? The pandemic may have temporarily paused the global party circuit, but will it prompt the rich to reconsider their extravagant rituals? Behind the glitz and glamour, there's a dark side to the world of billionaire parties. This is a realm where the rules that govern the rest of society often seem to be suspended, where extravagance and excess are not only accepted, but expected, and where the desire to maintain status can lead to some truly dark corners. Let's delve into the shadows, shall we? In the world of billionaire parties, sex parties are not uncommon. These events, often shrouded in secrecy, can involve high-class escorts and indulgence in desires that many would consider out of bounds. But in the world of the super rich, the lines between acceptable and unacceptable behavior can become blurred, with money and influence often buying discretion and silence. But it's not just about indulging in hedonistic pleasures. There's a darker, more insidious element at play here. The pressure to maintain status in this world can be immense. The need to keep up with the Joneses, or more accurately, the Buffetts and the Gates, can lead to extreme and often unhealthy behaviors. This pressure doesn't just apply to the billionaires themselves, it also affects those who orbit around them. The escorts, the drivers, the so-called girls, who are often used as a form of currency in this world. For them, the toll can be even greater. They're often caught up in a system that encourages exploitation and commodification, where their worth is measured not by who they are, but by who they can attract and what they can provide. The psychological impact of operating in this world can be devastating. The constant pressure to perform, to impress, to outdo one another, can lead to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction, a never-ending quest for validation that can never truly be fulfilled. So while the world of billionaire parties may seem exciting and glamorous on the surface, the reality can be far darker. It's a world of excess and exploitation, of status and secrecy, where the stakes are high and the costs can be even higher. In the secretive and extravagant world of billionaire parties, the cost of status is more than just money. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've unearthed about the clandestine realm of billionaire parties. We've ventured into a world where money flows like champagne, and where the super rich engage in tribal rituals of gifting and recognition, spending fortunes to gain status among their peers. The industry thriving on this spending ranges from promoters to luxury brands, capitalizing on the insecurities and desire for recognition among the wealthy. We've also discovered the role of girls in this sphere, young and attractive women recruited to allure affluent guests. These women serve as a form of currency in this world, granting access to exclusive events and social circles. They are the keys to the doors of opulence and exclusivity. We've seen how the COVID-19 pandemic has put a temporary halt to these extravagant rituals, starkly highlighting the economic divide. While the rich continue to amass wealth, poorer households suffer, making the spending in excess of the super rich increasingly taboo. This pause may prompt the wealthy to reconsider their display of grandeur. We've delved into the tales of a billionaire's chauffeur, revealing the wild parties, affairs, and shopping sprees of oligarchs, footballers, and celebrities. These stories, while exciting, often have a darker side, leaving those who serve the rich feeling empty and unnecessary at times. The revelations we've uncovered are shocking, elucidating a world of extravagance and secrecy that exists behind closed doors, a world that is often overlooked or hidden from the public eye. It's a world that is as fascinating as it is troubling, a world that raises questions about wealth, power, inequality, and the human condition. As we've seen, the world of billionaire parties is one of extravagance, secrecy, and sometimes darkness.